There's a lot to be proud of in our 160th year.
I think of an American tour that came in one year and they said, what, you run all this? You've got the cattle, the sheep, the horses and all the trade space. They said, we could only do one of those in the States, and well, here we were doing the whole lot. And so that's why we're classed as one of the greatest shows in the Southern Hemisphere.
But it's especially the thousands of volunteers who make the show great.
The City Traffic Department briefs its patrols for a scheme to keep an even flow to all showground access roads.
I think it's some 2,000 odd people that help and volunteers, and probably a lot more.
And amongst those dedicated and inspirational women, men and young people, this familiar face has led, advised, encouraged and rolled up his sleeves for nearly half a decade.
I remember him from some of my first beginnings at the show.
You know, right from the early days when we used to take a picnic and the bacon and egg pies and sitting around the back of a car and the $5 notes going to the children to go and have a ride at the sideshows.
I was very fortunate in 2014 to become president not long after Richard had himself been president. So I'd been able to observe the way he conducted himself as president, and I learnt a lot from him.
We've hosted many royals, Prince Edward, Princess Anne, Charles and Camilla.
Awarded a Queen's Service Medal for his services to the agricultural and pastoral industry, Richard Lemon has put his heart and soul into helping farmers like himself.
I was very privileged in this last 12 months to receive the QSM medal. I was humbled but honoured, and I received it for all of those here at Kappa and my hometown A&P, which I'm still involved with at Ashburton. And I think those special moments are something that just remain with you always.
But perhaps his greatest honour is to be known and loved by so many as Mr. Show.
And it's every facet of the show that Richard's been involved with.
So if there's anybody that wants to know anything about the showing or this show, Richard Lemon's, he's an encyclopedia. He really is.
Richard and Barbara have always camped on the showground since we've been out here in the caravan park, and as the years went on, all of a sudden the word got around and it became the central party place. So we actually had to stop putting the marquee up because we couldn't accommodate all the people that wanted to come to the campers party.
Yes, and the caravan will come back again. You've got to stay at the show. And I think if I went to a motel in town, I'd feel disjointed away from the show. Yeah.
He's the man who ensures the annual show grounds and facilities are the best they can be.
My passion for this association is beyond, well, as my wife would call it, she's a show widow, so yeah.